it's all for play for still?
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
Aston Villa 1, Sunderland 1 in a display of what I can only describe as gutless, toothless, passive, pedestrian, playing against 10 minutes, or playing against 10 players for, I don't know exactly how long it was. What was it, 60 minutes? And the only real kind of chance that you could fashion during that 60 minutes was a hit and hope from Matty Cash from outside the box, which the goalkeeper doesn't deal with, and it goes in the back of the net. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with the fact that the goalkeeper doesn't deal with it and goes in 1-0. Brilliant. Aston Villa up 1-0. Concede the goal then that we conceded was absolutely awful. That was an away game that Aston Villa should have come away with a win from. Just basically, if you just take the red card and the fact we went 1-0 up, but the lack of leadership, the lack of intensity, the lack of give a shitology, I think, at some parts in that game from Aston Villa was just was substandard. It was substandard. There is a massive leadership void in this team, and I've said it, like, you know, games like that prove it. Massive leadership void in this team. Unai Emery was tearing his hair out on the sideline. Goes up. He went down the tunnel, 45 seconds before the whistle was blown, 30 seconds before the whistle was blown. Villa didn't look like they could get out of their own way at that stage anyway. All they were doing was passing it amongst the fullback and the winger, trying to chip balls into the back post. It just wasn't going to happen. It just was not going to happen. There's players there that do not want to take their opportunity when they get it as well, which for me is such a frustrating point. It's today should have been like last year and the year before. Villa go in, they win that game comfortably 2-0. Today we didn't look comfortable at all. All they had to do was take a long throw, get Dan Ballard in there. How Emi Buendia and Ian Maatsen didn't give away multiple penalties during a lot of those long throws and corners as well is beyond me. Like the mindless, the numb, the silly type of defending that we do from set pieces, from open play. How Isidore gets in between Cash and Konza from that simple looped header over is beyond me as well. It's just not good enough. It is not good enough. And Aston Villa will sit where they deserve to sit in the Premier League tonight after that performance. A promoted team, albeit playing away from home. Everybody, you know, it's the progression isn't fast enough or isn't there. And what I mean by that is that we're not doing anything at any pace. There was times there today, like there was one instance today whereby Daniel Mallon put his head down, ran forward. I don't know what he was trying to do. Instead of trying to kick it with his left foot, he did absolutely everything else. He turned around to get tackled almost with the ball. When that one chance where he ran through, Villa can't fashion those chances. And when we fashioned one today, we had to take it and we didn't take it. And that shouldn't be the case when you're playing against 10 men. It really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be the case when you're playing against 10 men that, you know, you're passing the ball 6-7 yards amongst each other just on the edge of the penalty area. There was times today, specifically in the first half, even when we're against 11 men, and, you know, Matty Cash does his party piece that everybody talks about. And I try and be measured, and I normally am. But look, as I say, today it was very much a case of give the ball to Matty Cash, let him run down the line. Matty Cash comes in 6 yards off the line, passes it to Gassant, who's got nowhere to go, passes it back out to Ezri Konza, back to Matty Cash, into John McGinn. John McGinn plays that 9-iron that he likes to play with his left foot over to the opposite side and rinse, repeat, lose the ball, get into a big sprint backwards to try and stop from the counter-attack. And then, and if you do get the ball, when you do that, you pass it back to the goalkeeper. And that was literally on repeat in the first half today. And there was nothing happening. There was zero things happening through the centre. There was nothing, Aldretti was made a hero of at times. Good player, like, don't get me wrong, but he was made a hero of at times because we couldn't get any ball into Ollie Watkins. We just couldn't do any, like, again, we could not do anything today. Our fullback play was so poor today. It was poor, it was slow, it was ponderous. It allowed them to get men back, and specifically against 10 men. If we weren't going to be able to attack with pace, we were at absolutely nothing today. And that's the long and the short of it. And like, we can talk about if Harvey Elliott started, if Jadon Sancho started. I think they will start the next day. I think they will definitely start the next day. I'm seeing a lot of effort from maybe Buendia with zero output. I know people will talk about the chances created and all that kind of stuff, but I just, he doesn't affect the game enough during the game. He might have a couple of threaded passes here and there, but doesn't affect the game enough for me. Rodgers today was poor. He literally didn't even go for a ball. The Tyrone Mings passed out to him at one stage there in the second half, and it just rolled out for a throw. Tried a back heel at one stage, which was never in a million years going to come off. It was bad. It was bad. And then the goal we conceded, Lord above, like, if there is anything holy up there, the goal we conceded, like, how does it even happen? How does that, like, there's so much wrong with that. The headed ball out that wasn't headed far, or the ball that was headed back in, there was no one in around him. Harvey Elliott runs past him. There was a lot of Boubacar Kamara runs past him, and then that ball just comes in. It's a very simple ball. Cash nowhere to be seen, caught flat-footed. Ezri Konsa not taking control of it as the centre half there. Ezri Konsa should be coming over. He should actually almost be turned the opposite way to head that, almost, even if he has to head it out for a corner or for a throw. And Isidore gets exactly the touch he needs to get on it to put it underneath Emi Martinez. Just mentally poor, from a leadership point poor, and then and just it's like as if football IQ was just dropped out the side of their heads. A lot of these guys. I'm really pissed off after that one. I'm not going to stay on too long. There's a lot of other podcasts that'll give you a lot more nuanced commentary on this. You will see, like, I think Claret and Blue are going live now in a minute. I think Dan Bardell's live currently as we speak. I've other things to do today. I suggest that you guys do this, watch them and do the same, and enjoy the rest of whatever's left in your Sunday, because I could sit here and I could try and make sense of what's happened there. And I normally come out with my cathartic, want to make things, okay, well, there's this and there's that going on there. But it just wasn't in this game. It wasn't. Probably the only positives were the Gassan tackles, the first couple of tackles, the fact that we scored a goal and we got a small, like against 10 men. The fact of the matter here is that against 10 men here, this is not good enough. It was not good enough from Aston Villa. It should never be seen as being good enough for Aston Villa. And, a team that ran PSG the furthest that they could possibly run them, or as close as they could possibly run them last year, the team that did the most damage against PSG, the best team in Europe currently, and for it to be this way at the start of this season, and specifically to be this way against 10 men today, whereby there was a lack of urgency, there was a lack of will and want at times to be able to make something happen there. There was a lack of running off the ball. And then obviously there was a lack of concentration for the goal that we conceded. I don't know. I don't have much more to say. And because I don't have much more to say, I shouldn't say much more, because it won't make an awful lot of sense. Go away and watch some of the other podcasts that are there, guys. Go and watch Claret and Blue. Go and watch Dan Bardell. We'll catch up during the week as well at some stage. In the meantime, go away, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Do something that will make you happy for the rest of your Sunday. If it's go for a walk, it's have another pint. If it's go play soccer with your children in the yard, whatever it is, go and do something happy with your Sunday, and stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you later during the week. And still, even though I'm annoyed over that and not winning that game when we're 1-0 up against 10 men, up to Villa.